George Washington was first put on the dollar bill in 1869, and it looked like this. On the dollar bill, there are 13 different representations of the number 13. This is supposed to commemorate the 13 original British colonies. For example, you can see 13 arrows right there. Can you find the rest? The $10,000 bill was the highest bill ever circulated. Samuel P. Chase, who was on the bill, was the Secretary of Treasury and a later Chief Justice. Martha Washington is the only woman to ever be printed on paper money. Harriet Tubman and other notable women will be joining her on that list in the near future when the new 20 comes out. In God We Trust was added to all bills in 1955 because the US was trying to prove they were more godly than the Soviets during the Cold War. A year earlier, the government added Under God to the Pledge of Allegiance for the same reason. The Constitution only allows the federal government to issue coins, not paper money. In 1933, the U.S. started to abandon the gold standard, and then officially cut ties with it in 1971. This means the U.S. money supply is not backed by anything other than confidence and the trust of the people. Before 1862, the U.S. government did not print paper money, only private banks did. Because of this, counterfeiting was such a big issue in the 1800s, so they created a book called the Counterfeit Detector that banks had to use to check all the different types of currency in circulation. The Secret Service Agency was created in 1865 to prevent counterfeiting. The Secret Service did not switch to a protection agency until President McKinley was assassinated in 1901. Some shredded money is recycled and turned into things like roofing shingles and insulation. Today, a penny costs 2.4 cents to make. Some countries around the world have already gotten rid of it. The first credit card, called the Diners Club card, was introduced in 1950. It was technically more of a charge card because you had to pay your bill in full at the end of the month, but it was revolutionary at the time. With the rise of Bitcoin and other types of electronic currency, many people are forecasting a world without cash. Do you think we'll ever live in a cashless society?